Hi, my name's Jaoude, and I've been a full stack developer for over 15 years. I've been contributing to open source for over 10 years. And yes, I started contributing by fixing a typo. I even think my second contribution was fixing a typo, and maybe my third too. And then from that, I got involved in the conversation and I started making more improvements, adding more value to the project by improving the test code coverage and adding new features and fixing bugs. And it all snowballed from there. And I want that for you. I believe my success has come from contributing to open source and learning not only the technical skills, but learning how to collaborate and network with other people. Recently, I was selected as a GitHub star out of the 44 million people on GitHub. Currently, there are only about 20 of us, and this number is slowly growing. And it's great to see some of the other GitHub stars and what they're up to and what they're doing for the community. When I'm not contributing to open source on GitHub, you can usually find me speaking at meetups, conferences, or on my YouTube channel doing videos, live streams, and collaborating with other people. I believe open source is for everybody. I believe open source is for you. I don't just contribute to one or two projects. I actually contribute to all the projects that I use regularly. And let me explain. You're probably using a lot of open source projects at the moment, from React to Firebase to Angular. And when you're using these projects, if you find some missing documentation or a bug or a feature that's missing that you want, then I suggest making that as a contribution. And that's what I do. Those are the projects that I contribute to, as well as my own projects. And we have an awesome GitHub organization community and a Discord community, and we contribute to our projects together, and we also contribute to each other's. It's really great. Once you join a community, you'll discover a whole world of projects that you didn't know existed, and then you'll find the project that's right for you. And the project that's right for you might be based on the technology. It might be based on the speed of the project, because some projects go really fast and some go at a slower pace. And as you get more involved in the community, you probably contribute to multiple projects. In our GitHub organization, we have front-end projects, for example, using Svelte, to back-end projects with Discord bots, and a whole variety of projects. So come along and have a look at our projects and see which ones interest you. Our community projects welcome everyone, and everyone who is new especially, because they can add so much value to a project. You may think, well, I'm new to tech or I'm new to open source. What value can I add? You can add so much value. You have a fresh pair of eyes. You can look at the project from a different perspective and then help us make the project more inclusive, lower the barrier to entry for the next people. Therefore, the project contributions can grow and the community can grow around the project. You can spot the holes that we've missed in the documentation and the project. There might be things that we've made assumptions on that aren't correct. So remember, your fresh pair of eyes, you being new to the project, adds so much value, and we really welcome that. You do not need any specific skills to join our project. We're actually looking for the right attitude. Do you want to collaborate and work with people in a team? Then that's really the most important. Skills can be learned, and we're all learning all the time, and we'll learn together. And I'm sure you have skills that you can share and teach us. So having the right attitude, wanting to collaborate with people, learn and share is the most important. One thing you do need is actually a GitHub account. It's free, so sign up and then you can contribute to our projects and get involved in the conversation. Open source doesn't care what you're wearing, where you're from, how old you are, what the weather's like. All it cares about is that you visit once in a while. There are so many projects on GitHub. So many. And it is hard to find the right one, but it doesn't have to be difficult. I want you to find an inclusive project because that's really important. It is important to find an inclusive project that will help you get involved into open source and will realize the benefit that you can add to their project. Join a community, be it on Meetup, on GitHub, on Discord. Join a community. These people want you to succeed and they want you to get involved in their project. They will help you as you get stuck from your local development environment to GitHub questions. Don't wait for the right project because you will never find it if you keep waiting. Get involved in the conversation, raise an issue on a project, reply to an issue on a project, and raise a pull request, review a pull request. Even if you're new to the project, you might be able to spot some missing documentation that pull request doesn't contain. The more you get involved in the conversation, the more likely you are to find the perfect project, the project that goes at the right pace, that uses the technology that you want to learn, that is deployed to an environment that you like working with. Whatever the reason, you're more likely to find that project by getting involved in the community. So get started today. Here are a few tips on how you can find an inclusive project on GitHub. If you look along the tabs along the top of a project, you'll see there's an Insight tab. If you click that, and then down on the left-hand side, another menu will appear. Click on Community. Have a look at the community suggestions from GitHub. Do they have a code of conduct? Do they have a README? Do they have a contributing guide? These are really helpful to know if the project is the project you want to get involved in. If these are any missing items on the project, maybe these are contributions you could make to the project. Also have a look at the closed issues and the closed pull requests. And most importantly, the closed pull requests that have not been merged. Were these closed with a friendly comment and a suggestion? If they've been closed, that's fine and not accepted. It is not a problem. But were they closed with, thank you very much for this feature, however, it is not something we want to take into this project. Have a look at our issues. These are some of the features that we're looking to have. That is fine. But if they've been closed without a comment, without any feedback, then the project probably doesn't sound very inclusive because you don't know how to contribute more in the future. At the top of GitHub, you'll see an issue link. If you click on that link, it will show you all the issues that are assigned to you. But if you look in the search box to the right, you will see that you can actually search for labels. So you could search for good first issue. And then when you search for that, you can filter it by technology or by other labels. And then it will show you all these projects that want your contributions. But don't forget, check those closed pull requests and the Insights tab. It's really interesting to see which projects want you to get involved. Some open source tips. Don't try and do 100 hours in a weekend. Okay, that's not physically possible. But you know what I mean. Don't try and do everything in one go and then do nothing for 6 months. Open source is like brushing your teeth, little and often. You brush your teeth twice a day and you don't think anything of it. And over time, over those years, your teeth benefit from little and often of brushing your teeth. It's the same with open source. You want to do little and often. That will not only benefit the project and the community, but it will benefit your career. You will learn so many technical skills as well as collaboration skills, which, as I mentioned before, is the most important. I'm passionate about getting you into open source and upskilling and getting the job that you deserve. If you have any questions, reach out to me on Discord, on GitHub, on Twitter, and I'm sure me or the community will have some answers for you. And it's great to see different points of view. So it's really great if you ask publicly so the community can also give their feedback too.